Hello, everybody. Floppy Hat Photos back here again for another episode of Taking Care of My Father. And today was a rather beautiful day out, weather-wise and stuff. But I stopped out by the care facility and assisted living, I guess we want to call it. Hung out with him for a little while. He was feeling kind of wore out and tired. He'd gotten up and did a little rolling around in his wheelchair and that. He went down for breakfast and thinks he ate too much, so he was kind of extra full and stuff. We hung out for a little while, ended up having some family come out to visit him, which was rather nice. We had his uncle and stuff stop by. My grandfather's brother, his wife, and then his daughter and her husband and stuff all came out and visited for a little bit. We had a good, nice talk and stuff. He's kind of a little bit, I think he's a little over medicated during the day, so we're going to try and, I'm going to try and talk to hospice and see if we can't maybe cut that back a slightest little bit, because he's kind of not really with us much in the day, and I think he's going to be able to be with us a little bit, maybe have just a slight bit of discomfort of the pain and able to talk to us more and function a little more in the process. And we're going to have to maybe get him off a little bit of meds and he's thinking a little more clear on his own and let him make that decision if he wants to be a little more with us in a slight bit of pain, or if he'd prefer just kind of be out of it and just sign off and wait for his body to finally shut down. So other than that, that's going to be pretty much his call on that one. I'm just going to, kind of play it by ear and see what hospice thinks and that and kind of go from there. So I hate having him so lost. I mean, he's still there. Like, when he talks, he makes sense. He understands stuff and that. It just doesn't have enough energy to actually carry on a conversation per se. It's a lot of talk for a little bit, then he just falls asleep kind of thing on you. So I went ahead and hung out there, like I said. He decided to take a nap and skip his lunch hour. He said he had a lot of breakfast. So I went down and talked to the staff, told him to hold his plate, not to even bother making a plate for lunch, and then begged them to please drag him down there to the dining room table for dinner. So hopefully they're going to do that. I'll know more about that tomorrow when I get back out there, but for now I'm just going to have to assume they did that and just go with that concept. They did their best if they couldn't get him down there. So he was telling me before I left he'd rather just lay down and sleep until morning. So not really sure what he believes the whole sleeping until morning is going to help him, because I don't know if he thinks like that puts him one day closer to death or what. I'm not really sure, but he definitely does not seem to want to he has no ambition to do anything except just die, and he's unfortunately not able to get there quick enough for him. So after I got done with him, I had something I run into, went by, saw my brother, talked to him about some paperwork and that for disability, different little things there and stuff, kind of took care of a couple items, hopefully, like life insurance kind of stuff, that when he's still employed, he still has life insurance, but once he quits, or once he's disabled from the company, he will no longer have the life insurance. We have to figure out what the new premium is going to be, so we can figure out if it's worth paying it or not. So definitely, that's just all a bunch of paperwork and just a hassle of stuff. But I don't know, it just drives me nuts, the whole concept that how few people are coming out and seeing him and stuff, which I understand. I'm out there every single day. I haven't missed a day yet. I'm out there a lot of times twice a day. And just dealing with the staff is amazing. There's a couple people I'm not the fondest of, but the other residents there I'm having a good time with. Today out there, I had Bruce out there again today, and everybody was just loving on him like crazy, and I met a lot more people, because we kind of met a lot as they're heading into the for lunch, and they're all kind of hanging around the front lobby, and everybody wanted to play with him and love him up and that kind of thing. I kept getting a lot of offers. If I ever need to have somebody babysitting, they're wanting to do that too. So not sure how well the older people would realize, and when he decides to take off after something, if you don't have a hold of that leash, I think it's going to knock them on their butt. So definitely, I don't think I'm going to let them babysit him, but overall, he had a wonderful time. Left there, like I said, I got the rest of my running done. Went down to the farm, kind of just organized some more stuff, cleaned up some stuff. I don't know, got one of the trucks out that's a junk truck we're going to haul off to the scrap yard and get crushed and that kind of thing for weight. And then I went ahead and threw in some stuff in there. It's just some scrap junk steel and stuff, trying to add a little more weight to the truck to make it worth a couple dollars extra, but just a big pain in the butt there. Not as much like scrap as I thought there was around there. Dad talked like there was a ton around there. It's really not as much as I thought there was. So definitely just cleaning up what I can, kind of mowing up around spots. When I clean up a spot that was full of trash and that, and the scrap metal and that, once I get cleaned up, I'm getting the mower out, mowing it down, kind of making it look a little bit nicer down there. I also was able to knock down the tree that had fallen in the wind and the storm. I was kind of really worried it was going to fall and hurt somebody or something and stuff. So I went ahead and pulled it down with the truck. Definitely that worked out really well. I'm glad it's on the ground. I feel much better about that part at least too. So I also met with a man who's wanting to buy the farm, and we negotiated a price. I think the price is still too damn low, but I can have the money like in 3 to 10 days. So definitely interested in that concept there. I'm going to talk to everybody. Everybody's in favor of selling the farm. My father, grandparents, myself, everybody's in favor of it except for my brother. And depending on how long Dad kicks on and how much money he's got, it doesn't make any sense because we're going to have to sell the farm. And the guy is hot wanting to buy it right now. He has some money he wants to invest in the property, but if he buys something else instead, he might not have as much money later to buy it. So definitely, plus he'll give us like 6 months or a year to clean up all the stuff, get everything if Dad's out of there, all that kind of thing. And actually, even if Dad would decide to come back home and want to die at home, he'd be willing to let us do that too. The dude really has no interest in the house per se for now. It's going to be a while out before he fixes it up, if he ever fixes it up at all or just tears the house down. But other than that, don't really know of a whole bunch of stuff on that. We're just kind of up in the air. I figured next week I'll talk to everybody, Dad, grandparents, that kind of stuff, and even Jeff about trying to get the house sold, because I definitely think it's the best thing for the family. Put liquid cash back in Dad's hands and ready to go for the care. It's one of those things that the sooner we sell it, the less stress it's on my grandparents. My grandma doesn't want it still in the family anymore. The house needs so much work, and my brother has no skill of doing that type of work, and he'll never come up with the money to fix that thing up. And even if he does, the cash, if he split, his inheritance part of the cash can go so much further for his life and his family and stuff, providing for him in so many different ways, as opposed to some old crappy farmhouse that he's not going to use that much. So who knows? We'll see what happens there. Just a big old crapshoot. Dad's still making all his own decisions and stuff, so technically, if we got him on a lucid day in that, he was wanting to sell the farm, wanting to sign it all over to the state, to become a ward of the state. So either way, it makes no difference. But he has final vote. It's just we got to convince Jeff without being a complete dick on my part and just saying, Dad, sell the farm. So other than that, don't really know of a lot going on there. So I'll talk to you guys later. Hope you guys have yourself a safe and wonderful day. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to leave them below. And regardless of what your situation is, when it comes to family, you have no choice but to take care of them. So take care.